Okay, let's take a look. See what we can see. Somewhere, there we go, there she is. At least I think that's it. That's the coordinates that everyone's talking about. Gear down.
Lowering gear.
I really wish you could bookmark locations. What the hell happened there? None of this is registering on the map. Is there another craft out here? What is that? I can't take the credit for finding this. This was found by one of the other players. The coordinates have been put out in several streams I've been watching, and I thought I'd come out here and take a look myself, see what gives. Slightly mirror that other ghost on the radar. Could do without getting jumped, because I have no guns on this. This is an explorer vessel. I'm just out here looking for stuff. I've got no guns. INRA, keep clear. Whoops. Dark Insanities, hello. How are you this evening? I'm not in TeamSpeak. Would I be better if I was? Let's look at this thing. You know what? There's more space over here. DJ is very noisy, huh?
Touchdown on.
Deploy buggy.
Transitioning to
Coordinates are
SRV.
157.56 degrees longitude, minus 53.77 degrees latitude. Buggy launched.
Lights on.
On.
So, basically, I followed Malik's instructions on how to find this place. Having tried last night, and I didn't notice that, or rather, I somehow mentally added a minus to one of the coordinates and it ended up on the wrong side of the planet completely. So what we've got here is an INRA base. Now, I don't know much about the lore of the game, but from what I can tell, from what I've learned, INRA are the guys... There's something clickable there, what's there? Settlement comes uplink log. Are the guys that basically built the virus that beat the Thargoids first time round.
Data scan of abandoned data log completed.
Okay, one log found. Active data point. Let's grab that.
Data scan of data point completed.
Dem and Galcon harvested the Thargoids for every significant technology we currently have. You got a few streams running, have you? There's another one around here somewhere. Let's go this way. Then we'll take a good look around. Welcome back. This place is spooky as hell. I'll give them that much. Oops. Ah, there it is, right in front of us. Settlement comms uplink log. We'll have you.
Data scan of abandoned data log completed.
Right, how many logs have we got? Technology testing 4 of 4. Technology testing 3 of 4. Specialized legacy firmware. So there's still, by the looks of it, 2 more from here. Because that's just garbage. As is that. So we're looking for 2 of 4 and 3 of 4. Basically managed the original Thargoid attack. Somehow Galcon got hold of the FSD tech, which the Alliance ended up with. Sirius Corp espionaged it away from them and open sourced it. Whoa. That's some kind of... we've already got that one. Okay, good. That's some kind of cyberpunk or Shadowrun thing. That is an inactivated point because we've got that already. Where the bloody hell is that thing? Other than immediately to my right. There we go.
Data scan of abandoned data log completed.
The club basically engineered an entire campaign to completely retcon everything to do with the Thargoids, including Galcon and INRA. Okay, so what is the club? Shadow brokers, cross-factional, everything. Right.
Data scan of abandoned data log completed.
I think that gives us everything up here now. 1, 2, 3. No, we're still missing number 3. Where the fuck's number 3? I got stuck. There we go. God damn it, I got stuck. There we go, we're free. Hallelujah, we're free! Oh. So that's the whole Salemi thing. And presumably everyone that was trying to shut her up knew about it and wanted to keep it quiet. I've missed one somewhere. It's unclear what they believed, huh? Okay. There's got to be more to scan out here because I don't have everything. Yeah, she was made out to be a terrorist and a defector and a whole lot of really, really bad words. Oh, listen to that spooky music. we've done that one, I think. They really do want you to feel like you're in some kind of spooky place. Yep, we got that one. Right, what can we see from up here? Not a whole lot, to be honest. There's definitely one we've missed somewhere, though. There, that might be it. Rails was great, relaxing, plenty of fast jets to see, wonderful coastal. Nice. Glad you had a good time, Riri. I think we've done that one. Yep, we've done that one. The club has trying to be. Then maybe, just maybe, they should have been a little more overt, because yeah. Whoops. Might have overcooked that a bit. Yeah, your own shower is actually a blessing after you've been away. All stop.
All stop.
That's not really giving us any extra view. The club also engineered the rise of the engineers. That sounds a bit of a stretch. There's somewhere around here a data point that I've completely missed. I wonder if it's one I've got to scan from the ship. That might be it. God, look at this place.
Affirmative.
Lights on.
Lights on.
This place has definitely been abandoned for some time. Look at the state it's in. Damn it.
Caution. Integrity is at 79%.
Oh, shut up, Icarus. Is most ships modifications were either illegal since they could have a should be able to get everything from the SRV, but I'm pretty sure I've got one missing. Yep. Oh no, there it is. There's number 3. I have got them all. Okay, let's get back to the safety of the ship. And then see what we got. It's because I picked him up in a kooky order. God damn, the brakes on this thing are crap. Recover buggy.
Okay, executing now. Transitioning to ship. Securing the ship.
Buggy docked.
Comms panel. Right, let's have a listen.
We received a very exciting delivery today. Pieces of recovered Thargoid technology, even fragments of spacecraft. Most of the samples are damaged, but we should still be able to put them to good use. Thargoid technology is, in many respects, far more advanced than our own. Understanding it could open up all kinds of possibilities and rapidly accelerate our own development. Space travel, energy, weapons, even medicine. The applications are potentially limitless. I suspect there's a key discovery to be made, one that will open up the aliens' technology to us. Who knows? Perhaps I'll be the one to make it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There's lots of work to be done before we can start popping champagne corks. I've given the research teams their assignments. Let's see what they can find out.
Interesting. So they've definitely had Thargoid technology and researched it to a degree. But no signs there that they were looking to turn anything against them.
Progress is slow. And much of what we knew about the Thargoids, or thought we knew, has had to be revised. But I suppose that's to be expected. We now have 12 active research projects focusing on a number of different areas. I find myself growing impatient with some of my colleagues. But that's the problem with being a perfectionist. I set high standards for myself, and I expect others to do the same.
Okay. Again, nothing untoward there. 12 projects. Potentially almost any number of research bases of INRA scattered throughout the, presumably the bubble, to be honest. They wouldn't get too far further than that. I would hazard a guess at 13. One central control, one base for each project. But that's just a guess. They could have multiple bases for multiple projects. Who knows?
Phase 3 has been a failure. I sincerely believed we were making progress, but just because something works in theory does not mean it will work in practice. There have also been issues with the junior researchers. Some of them think they're being monitored, and one actually believes she's being held here against her will. Of course, those who have worked in this sector before know this is not the case. Naturally, our employers keep an eye on us. The work we're doing is extremely sensitive. We're researching alien technology, after all. It's a question of security. Some people can find a conspiracy in anything.
And some people buy the lies they're told by their superiors fairly easily. Some of them may well have been held there against their will. It wouldn't be the first time in human history that scientists have been working against their will or under duress. And finally, let's check number 4.
Our employers have become preoccupied with one of the research projects. Although I've repeatedly told them it's a dead end. It isn't even an official project. It's just something that one of the junior researchers cooked up in his spare time. He's a specialist in agricultural science, trying to wipe out famine or something. Apparently, he's created a biological agent that incapacitates the alien technology. Here we are, devoting millions of credits and countless hours to understanding this technology, and he's trying to destroy it. If it were up to me, I'd cut him from the project entirely. But our employers seem to think his work has merit.
Interesting. So their employers, she doesn't really specify who, kind of buys into your club theory. Think the project of working how to shut down the Thargoid technology has merit, while everyone else here has been working to harness it and use it for us. That is all very, very interesting. DJ came to the same conclusion. He reckons 12. Yeah, I initially thought 12 bases, but then I thought, well, hang on a minute. If you've got 12 independent research projects all doing something, you're going to need something somewhere to coordinate it. Which is why I think 13 bases. But that's pure speculation. Yeah, the thing is, if it's a joint Empire Federation project, as soon as you've got two big powers working together like that, there are going to be agendas within the structure. It's bound to happen. So it could well be that one facet of the coalition wanted to weaponize it and shut down the Thargoids, while another wanted to use it to better humans. Now, given that a lot of the wreckage, certainly that I've seen on people's streams when they've encountered Thargoid attacks, is Imperial, I would take a guess at who the people were backing the weaponization. Right, let's take another look around the base. Because this place is toast. Absolutely toast. Yeah, I did take a little drive over the ramp. Just for, you know, science reasons. Now, whatever they've had here either has been attacked, although the markings here don't look quite the same as the markings that we're seeing from recent Thargoid attacks, or it was shut down, abandoned, and what we're seeing here is whatever was stored or left in storage multiplying, decaying, and generally rotting the place from the inside out, which is my theory. Federation has recently announced they are fully withdrawn from the Pleiades. Empire hasn't yet. Okay. Now, for those who were looking, seeing what Dark Insanities was saying about the logo, if I just kind of hover in here a second, you'll see that that's both the Imperial and the Federation logo. So they clearly were working together. As to who was in charge, if the club, as you put it, have been trying to prepare us for the Thargoid invasion, it's entirely possible that the club, given that they're powerful enough, if what you say is correct, to arrange community goals, to put everything behind the engineers, they're probably powerful enough to put this together as well. Might be a first failed attempt at preparing humans for the Thargoid invasion. Now keep in mind, everything that is coming out of my lips is purely random ideas. There's nothing to back up what I'm saying. I could be completely misconstruing every piece of evidence that EFT ever throwing at us. Completely. But I've got to say, I love how they've laid out the base. It looks pretty awesome. Thanks, Aura. I'll take a look at that later. You should. You're a sub. You should get links. Oh god, I was looking at the wrong time, and I've gone and got myself hooked on the scenery. Hang on a sec, chaps. There we go. We're free. Now, somewhere around here, on one of these tanks. Not sure which one. Gear up.
Gear up.
That says something. No, you have to get the buggy out for this. Hang on. Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
And I'm snagged on the scenery again. Bugger.
Touchdown on. Coordinates are 157.61 degrees longitude, minus 53.76 degrees latitude.
Right, I will have a close look at that in a bit, Oro, because I'm pretty sure I haven't got any links disabled in Twitch, unless Twitch have gone and reset the settings, which would be annoying to say the least. Deploy buggy.
Deploying SRV.
Blimey, that was loud.
Buggy away.
That was unlike you, Midnight.
Drive assist.
Let's go take another look. Ah, yes, very, very good point. Right. Because I can't very well handbrake turn these things, I haven't got the knack of drifting these bad boys yet. Drop up to the turret. What the hell? What does that say there? Mycohazard? Warning. Mycohazard. Araxesto, hello, good evening, and thank you for the Moxie love, thank you. How are you doing? Good to see you. We're just exploring something that's recently been found by other pilots in Elite Dangerous. An abandoned scientific base from a long time ago. Last time the Thargoids were found in this universe, well, in this galaxy. And what took them out, if I remember rightly, was a myconid virus? Mycoid bioweapon, yeah. This tank here quite clearly says, warning, mycohazard. So this place... Oh, what's that, alright? Yep, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Right, Let's have some fun with the buggy since we're here. So although this is an SRV, which technically means it's a buggy, you can fly these things, and they're a lot of fun. Now how about that for a view? Is that not completely awesome? Let's see if we can find ourselves a decent camera view that shows that amazing view particularly well. That's quite nice, I like that. Yes, I saw the video you put in the Fog Discord yesterday. No, I haven't finished. Nope, I need to fully set the controls. Take a picture. Right, let's get this thing back in here.
Initiating.
Initiating what, Midnight, you stupid AI?
Voice control on. Initiating. Voice control on.
Whoops. Whoops. Ow. Drifting. Drifting on an alien planet in a buggy. Did a barrel roll. Now if you land and plan these things properly, you can land on your ship. But everything shuts down as you get close to your ship because the buggy prepares itself to land. So it's not always, it's easier to do if you're starting from a point of altitude. Yep, everything shut down as we got close. Oh well, it was close. I think do it from the front and drive up the slope. Let's try that. Yeah, I bet, Riri. Oh, no.
Initiating. Midnight online.
There we go. I thought we were going to be stuck then. Yes, I know the handbrake is on Icarus, you bloody annoying computer. So yes, I came out here to investigate the abandoned INRA base. And what I end up doing is goofing around in a buggy. Because why not?
Caution. Power at 74%.
So now they've given us a ramp here. That's just like asking for trouble. Oh, bloody hell. Of course, they've also put rocks in it, so you can't actually get a decent run up on it, which is bloody annoying. Nearly made it. Damn it! I know the handbrake is on. Those bloody rocks don't have to screw you up. Yeehaw! See, I love the fact that you can fly an SRV. I mean, ultimately, gravity does eventually win. However...
Warning, integrity is at 58%.
I just flew that far. That's cool. I love goofing around in buggies. Possibly a little disrespectful. Because there may well be some dead people here, I suppose, maybe. I shall assume it was completely abandoned and evacuated. Because there's nothing to indicate that everyone here perished. Now the question is, where are the other INRA bases? There's a part of me that just wants to go looking for it. But the thing is, it's really a case of looking for a needle in a haystack. You have to accidentally come across them. I mean, I came to this particular planet yesterday to look for it. And, yeah, we're here. And I had the coordinates, but I misread the coordinates, and so I misread the minus sign, and I was looking all over the damn place and missed it. Today I came back, had the coordinates, clearly read them right, and it's still not obvious to find, even when you've got the coordinates. So to find one by accident. Now we are here in the galaxy. We're not exactly at the edge of the bubble, because we're kind of in the middle of it, to be honest. Excuse me. So there's... yeah, we're almost slap bang in the middle of the bubble. No, that's not true. There's loads of bubble down here. But given that these things are an Empire and Alliance collaboration, they should be somewhere in the region that borders both systems, or both governments. I would expect. But again, that's a hypothesis. And where does one look specifically? Well, if you're doing stuff you don't necessarily want people to see, you do it in systems that don't have much going on. Yeah, there is absolutely nothing here. You've got 3 landable planets, moons technically I suppose. not a lot else. So what you'd have to do is find similarly positioned systems that have nothing going on, and then start taking a look at the worlds, I guess. Unless anyone has a better idea of what to look for. But I kind of want to start looking for this stuff. And yes, I realise that I'm not using my usual overlay or any of my usual music, purely because this place is so cool and I was specifically coming here that I wanted to be able to cut it up, stick it on as clips, stick it on YouTube, and not have all my usual guff going on. So this is kind of a special one. Recover buggy. Recover buggy.
Okay, executing now.
Thank you, Midnight.
Stand by. Securing the ship.
SRV docked.
Now, another thing that makes finding these things annoyingly difficult is that they don't show up on radar. Normally, when you're flying at between, I think it's 1.5 and 3 kilometers above the surface, you get hotspots on your radar as to where there's something interesting to go and look at. These places don't show up, or at least this one didn't. So if I just go straight up, gear up.
Retracting modules, handing you the con.
So we're just going straight up. No, we're not going straight up. We've actually been drifting backwards as well. But that's fine, that's fine. So once we hit about 1.5 clicks, we would normally start seeing like purple discs appearing. There we go. Certainly at this point we would see them. Purple discs should appear on the radar in the centre of the console to indicate hotspots of where there's things that are interesting. And at this altitude you can see it. It's there, but it's not showing up on the map. Yeah, it's quite simply not there. Lights on.
Lights on.
And there's nothing to illuminate it. It's got no natural light of its own. But my god, that mycoid guff around those tanks, you can see how that's just eating its way out. That is some nasty stuff. Nasty, nasty stuff. Now, I need to rename this ship. Previously, this was my explorer ship of choice, so I called it the Pathfinder, because that's exactly what it did. However, now, as you'll probably note by the taxi-like colours, it's more of a get me around the galaxy kind of thing, rather than go looking for things. It's an Aspect, yeah. It's an Aspect painted yellow, like a taxi. So it's kind of the ship that A, I'm going to go looking for places like this in, and B, just sort of jump from system to system as to where I want to get to. What's that up there? A458. Multipass. I haven't had any strange alien ladies land on it yet. Aha, it's clearer there. That definitely says... Right, that clearly says, warning, microhazard. I'm going to mute my bloody phone. Are you referring back to your previous statement of paint me like one of your Thargoid ladies? Which is still in there somewhere as a quote. Mr. Drakey, just as you say that, I backed into something. Largely because I was looking at chat and not my rearview mirror. Yet again, clearly says microhazard. So they've obviously had storage of the mycoid virus, or at least some active component of it there. Whoops. What was that I just backed into? Okay, it was another one of those, fair enough.
Reversing 50%.
Shut up, Midnight. Now that, I'm assuming, is the international standard hazard sign for hazard. Microhazard. Oh, there's a teeny tiny one there. No, I might have to get the buggy out to read that one. More microhazard symbols. I think if it was biohazard specifically, it would be the more regular biohazard symbol that we know and love.
Touchdown on.
Deploy buggy.
Coordinates are 157.56 degrees longitude, minus 53.77 degrees latitude. SRV launched.
Drive assist.
So how are you, Mr. Drakey? Are you well?
Initiating. Voice control on.
Good, you're being titchy. Let's take a look up, see if we can see it. Yep, it's there. Can we get a bit of view from the turret? EFM A923-498-37? Yeah, 37. And that's the same. Let's go take a look at the other tanks, see if they have the same numbers on. sure everyone that's interested in this stuff has already been out here and read all this, but what the hell.
Initiating.
Oh, shut up, Midnight. Probably a batch number or something.
Voice control on.
It was never off, you divot. Yep, that's the same batch number. Well, that tank on the end there should be the same. Midnight's a git and you know it. Yep, same batch number. Right, anything we haven't looked at here? Ouch. Nice one. Yeah, there's two guys that I work with that play this game. Alright folks, in case you missed it, I'm still taking ideas for names of this ship. Sorry Oro, I'm not calling it multipass. Recover buggy. Recover buggy. Wake up.
Initiating. Midnight online.
Recover buggy. Oh, for God's sakes, I'll do it my bloody self.
Buggy docked.
Yeah, Midnight hates me. So for anyone that hasn't seen where this place is, we are in the Hermitage system, which I'm pretty sure, and I really need Drut to confirm this, the name of the system has like a Cthulhuid reference to it, but I'd need Drut to confirm that. We're in the Hermitage system 4A, which is the first moon of the fourth planet, hence 4A. And we are at coordinates minus 53.7 by 157.5. But you've heard Icarus say